Okay, finally, I know I'm a little late, sorry. So anyway, I'm gonna also just get my pigeons lined up in them. So let me just do that real quick. Make my face a little bit more visible. So there we go. That should do it, hopefully. And one more thing, just to be sure. Whoops. Okay. I'm gonna be waiting for like a little bit more people to come, like actually join the live stream before I actually start going. But anyway, some like, oh, I don't like that. Oh, that just makes me mad. I'm not even bring up what I just saw, but anyway. So about this. About this lovely live stream. So essentially how this is gonna almost set to work. Essentially how this is gonna work. If this thing will start behaving. But anyway. Whoop whoop. There. Stop it. Here, I'm just gonna do that. That's what I was gonna say. It'll come back. But announcement wise, I'm in the process of making, hold on, turning one more thing on. I'm in the process of making my first, I would have to say, Oracle deck. I do want to say Tarot, but that's going to be a while. And yeah, but anyway, I'm making my first Oracle deck, and it's going to be only about, give or say, 42 cards. And I'll share at least what the back looks like, because I have that at least. If my phone would be so kind and not be stupid. Okay, so hopefully this will pick it up. If it doesn't pick it up, I'm going to be mad. So that's, turn that off. So that's kind of like what the backing of the deck is going to look like. Yeah. And one of the cards in it, because the whole theme of this deck is actually supposed to be like all the divine beings that I've actually interacted with and invested time with. Yeah, each one is going to be represented in this deck, and well, except two of them. As an example, I'll turn down the brightness so it can be visible. That's one of the other cards, and so is this one. Neither one of them are like divine beings, and more on that when that comes out. But anyway, so what else is new? Not really anything else I can think of, but anyway. So really, the whole idea of this journey through the mind exercise, but then again, I do need to have at least somebody to actually do the exercise with me, and in interaction with me, because if I don't, it's not going to work if it's just me blabbing to myself. Because in order for this to actually work properly, there has to be like somebody prompting someone else, if that makes sense. But the idea goes a little bit like so. What you do is essentially you have one person, and how it goes is this one person becomes like a blank canvas, metaphorically speaking, and then the other person or other person that's participating, they pretty much are the one who says like an emotion or a type of a characteristic to the blank canvas, and the person that's being the blank canvas takes a moment, feels like the expression, emotion, or form of like characteristic. They they feel for it, then they bring it forward, and then they actually pretty much say whatever the other person's saying. Like, say for an example, if somebody was to say the the devoted, for an example. So if I'm being the blank canvas, it would just be, then I get prompted, like, may I speak with the devoted? And then the person would go, then the other person would be asking, am I speaking with the devoted, or is this the devoted I'm speaking to? Then the blank canvas, who's taking that in and projecting it out, would then go, yes, I'm the devoted. Then, then the other would ask questions surrounding this characteristic or emotion or trait that this person is acting. So, say, devoted, how can you best describe what fuels you to be the way you are? It's because it's showing that I'm serious and that what I commit to is worth fighting for, even if it takes my own life. That's how strong my loyalty is. Afraid of nothing. I stand because it's my truth. That's just an example. And actually, this technique, believe it or not, is actually extremely helpful when going back, like revisiting parts that, or even just like interacting with another person and helping them mend their difficult parts of their life, or like parts where they feel uncomfortable, and address those parts and then support and help them and allow them, that part of them to speak, and then help that part of them be able to get stronger and more dignified, the best put. But really, to even go any further, again, I can't really do anything because I don't have anybody else participating in the chat, or at least anything like that. So I can't really do much. But just to give kind of an example, and if there's one person, well, if there's ever like anybody like in the chat ever and speaking that wants to participate, just throw a shoe at me or something. Otherwise, I'll just be shooting in the dark, and I don't want to shoot in the dark. But really, intuitively, I have a feeling that there's somebody that does want to participate. It's just they can't use the chat for some reason. So I guess I'm just going to play it by intuitive thought. So essentially, how this will work, if there's no way for you to eventually communicate in the chat. So we'll do it this way. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to say the same thing again, like saying, may I speak with whomever. You take a minute, find your center, take a deep breath, and then you pretty much find that part of you, and then you say whichever I'm asking to speak to, that part is speaking, and then I'll ask, why are you like this, or any other question that comes up. So I'm just going to play it all by intuitive thought. So I guess I'll just start with something simple. May I speak with that's when you would find you can even close your eyes and then just take a few deep breaths and really feel the emotion. My connection is bad. There, I hope that fixed that. Anyway, as I was saying, take a moment, take a deep breath in, and then really feel for that peaceful feeling. And then when you're ready, speak peacefulness speaking. And from there, that's the next question. And again, I'm going all based on like how intuitive it is because I don't have any responses in the live chat, and I can't really respond to nobody there at all. So I'm just again playing this all by ear and playing it by feel. So as peacefulness, do you stay long? As peacefulness, is you being around as peacefulness very difficult? And what makes it that way? And you peacefulness, you're free to leave. And I'll call the next one. Next, may I speak with the spiteful? Am I speaking with the spiteful? When you are a parent, do you last long? Or do you come and then go as fast as you came in? Or are you also at times just silenced? And why do you believe that you are in that position most of the time? Do you feel that you're not accepted? And are you misunderstood? And do you have a better intention than what is perceived to be? Thank you, Spiteful. You may leave if you would like to. We'll speak to the next one. May I speak with the ridiculed? Am I speaking with the ridiculed one? What makes you experience being ridiculed. And who does it to you? What do you feel that you must do to feel validated that what being ridiculed about is nothing to be ridiculed about? What must you do to get that validation? Have you done it? And if you have not done it, what prevents you from doing it? Ridiculed? Doesn't matter if it's coming from your family, your best friend, your lover. Sticking up and standing for you against what you have gone through is always fully given permission from yourself. You're completely allowed to stand up from being ridiculed. Doesn't matter who it is. You have full permission to take a stand and push back. Because whatever it is, it doesn't need to be made fun of. You may go ridiculed if you would like to. May I speak with? This one might be a hard one. May I speak with? Sorrow. Am I speaking with sorrow? What about the experiences you have causes the sorrow of you to expand larger and larger? No matter what it is. Do you have regrets on your end? Do you feel it was beyond your control? Did your best to put your best self forward in that situation? You know your best. And whatever that tragedy was, or those tragedies, if you know you did the best you could do and do everything in your power, you did the best and plenty that you could ever do. You did not fail. The real failure would you being doing nothing. You succeeded because you attempted, or if you step forward. Whichever has happened, it can't go backwards. But from behind you, that is what inspires what comes towards you to be better. Sorrow, you are free to leave if you like. We'll do two more. May I speak with the outcasted one? Am I speaking to the outcasted? What makes you believe to be outcasted? Do you believe that you are completely different than those that push you away? And why is that? Just like myself and them. You are also a person. And at the core of everything, involving self, other, and them being pushed away by whatever reason. They're a person, you're a person, I'm a person. Being pushed away because of something or shunned. They have just as much as the same thing to be outcasted with, as do I. But unlike them, you actually are being shown the uniqueness to you. And that unique part of you, let that be the part of you that shines the most. Even if you think that even if everybody else around you looks at you different, let that be your shining point. As bright and as loud as you can make it be. Shake the world with it if you have to. And be proud of it. Outcasted, you're free to leave if you like. And now our last one. This is probably the largest one. I'm even getting kind of a bit goosebumpy just even having the thought of it already. But good luck. May I speak with the divine? May I speak with the divine? Take all the time you need for that one. I'll give you a little bit for that one. Am I speaking with the divine? Divine, it is such a pleasure to have you here. as the divine, how can you guide this world to a better place? How can we, the people, give you that recognition of guidance that you give? And how can we preserve it for those to come after us? Do you understand that the people of this world need you as much as you need them? Because the people of this world cannot thrive or do anything without your help, divine. None of them can, not even me. We need you. So do what you must to make your existence heard as loud as you can make it. Shatter ears, break mountains in half, have animals make their sounds, make the wind whistle, make the water flow, make the fire crack, make the earth shake, and make the soul feel. Make yourself heard by any means necessary. This may be the most vital time that we need you, divine, to come through for us. Otherwise, we don't even know what can happen next. Thank you, divine. You may leave if you'd like. And then we can just return back. And essentially, again, had nobody in the chat, so I could not really know when to ask, when not to ask. So I just really just intuitively felt it the whole time. If you participated the whole time, which I believe there was only, I know there was one person who actually watched the whole thing and actually stayed the whole time. So whomever you are, well, gotta give you claps and props for that one. But that's kind of an example of like what this technique does. It can be, it's best if there's another person or somebody interacting with at the same time to kind of set the pace. But you can kind of see like how different parts of you step forward as one person is calling out to it and speaking to it and then dismissing. It's really deceptively powerful. And if you're watching the recording of this after when the live's done, you should actually participate in it and even go through it again over and over again and see if the same part of you that I called to, when I called to it, does it respond the same? Does it respond differently? Does it respond slower, faster? And again, everybody's mind and everybody's connection to the subconscious is all going to respond differently. And it's never going to be the same exact every time. That's something to keep in mind. So, really, this was actually pretty much it. It wasn't really any more detailed than that. So, I hope that the two of you that watch this did enjoy it. And since there's nothing really going on else, I'm probably just gonna take it off from here, and I'll just see you guys on the next one. And if you guys want me to do this again, then just like leave a comment below, or even like in the comment section. Just let me know if you want to do it again, or if you actually want to do it the reverse way, and actually you guys tell me which one to be, and then I'll go from there. And if you ever actually want to have like a reading done with me, or any kind of one-on-one instruction, or just anything of the sorts, if you go down below, like in the description, you'll see, I believe it's like something that's saying all my links. Like if you want to see like my artwork, yeah, like the emergence of the, I can't remember what I just forgot what that artwork is called. But if you want to actually get some of my artwork, it's down below in the description box. Same with like my books too. They're down below too. Everything down below. We just follow the link tree. Or if you want to have like a one-on-one with me, if you want me to like do an astrology reading, tarot reading, or even just teach you anything about the occult, if you just follow the link in bio thing like down below in the description, it's there. So yeah, pretty much that's it. I guess we'll just see all of you later.